Alright, jeez. Back for another day of fucking hustling. Now, I know some of you guys might know we had a good week last week. It was a very good week. That's what we want to see. We want to see these good weeks. We ain't got no time for fucking around. So that's for bitches. But anyway, we're out here working right now as I'm shooting this video, because you don't stop working, bro. You hustle, and that's what it takes, bro. It takes the grind. It takes being willing to do what 99% of people aren't, and staying consistent every single day and working towards your vision. And it's as simple as that, guys. That's why 99% fucking fail, because they're not able to stick with something for long enough to see the fucking results come out. And I made this video because I wanted to come on here and explain to you guys a bit of my story and where I've gone from to where I am now. And it's been a very long journey. It's been a very hard journey for me. It's been a very rough journey, but I wouldn't change things. I wouldn't change things at all, or I wouldn't have things differently at all, because the whole journey has taught me everything along the way. And if it wasn't for all of the setbacks and all of the hard times and all of the things I've fucked up, had to restart, go back and burnt bridges, and then gone back and had to restart and regrow. Like, don't get me wrong, I've always been projecting in an upward direction, but alongside that, if you are somewhat of a risk taker, you're going to be taking risks that most people aren't going to be taking, and you're going to be facing setbacks that 99% of people are never going to face, and they're never going to understand or get to that level. And that's why it's a lonely journey out here, boys, because not everyone's willing to go through all of that and go through that process. And if you're willing to just put your head down and stick through it and go through that process, I promise you, bro, the results and the reward that you can get out of just putting real, actual hard work into life and using your brain and working towards a vision is insane. I wasn't dealt the best cards, bro. I had a really, really rough upbringing. I'm not going to get into that, but everybody's got a rough upbringing. I just, from a very young age, put my head down and started working, and I knew one thing, bro. I had to make money. I had to find a way to make money. And that was my only goal. And as a hustler, that should be the only thing you worry about, because if you can just hit those 10k months, just hit those, even if they're 4k months, if you can just hit those 4k months, that's a fucking income, bro. You can, rather than going to work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, killing yourself all fucking week, being so brain dead and fucking brain smacked, brain fog, having so much brain fog. Rather than having so much brain fog, you actually are able to create a vision for yourself, work towards your own goals, work towards your own hustle, and form or build your empire, rather than working towards building somebody else's empire, and you know, a lot of things go into it. It's an entrepreneurial mindset, and it's a way of living, and understanding how the world works and how knowledge works, and having obviously goals. And it's not an easy life to live, guys. Like I got mates that work their 9 to 5, they're happy going home and doing whatever, and just, you know, living a mediocre life. But I have never been like that. I will go to work, I'll finish work, and I'll come home from work and I'll go, alright, well, I haven't done jack shit today. I've earned a living, that's essential, but now I got to go earn my own living and work towards myself. And for the past about 4.5 years now, I've literally every single day for the past 4.5 years, I've worked about 1 to 2 hours on my side hustle that I've been working towards. And you know, it took me about 3 or so years to actually realize, well, you know, if I just put my head down and keep going the way I'm going and just go 10 times harder, you know, those 2 hours a night, they add up in the long run, and eventually you can sort of take your feet off the brake and go, alright, well, now I've got this much money coming in through this side hustle that I'm doing and I've been working towards, and I see no results for years through, and I can finally buy myself back a bit of my freedom. So you can buy yourself a day back out of your day, or you can buy yourself buy yourself time, and eventually you can get to 3 days a week work, and then 2 days a week work, and then you don't have to work, and then you can decide, you know, do I want to go to fucking, you know, you can decide, where do I want to go? Do I want to stay in the country that I'm in, or do I want to move somewhere else and explore? And you know, as long as you work every single day towards your vision and your side hustle, you're all good, and you can grow and scale that from there. So yeah, keep your head down, boys.